So here's the little Minecraft world we've been working on. My goal here is to create a few little surprises for my friends. I'm going to create some maybe a trap, not necessarily a trap. I'm going to make a little prank for each of them. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go down underneath the ground here into the train slash mine system. And I'm going to go to a room that we just remade all nice. It was a plain room, and then we just started going crazy and making it look a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to dig a hole in this corridor here and up and over. Now, I had already done, but what I'm going to do now is just show you what I did quickly. I ran some redstone along this way here up to the back of a piston, and above the piston is contained a little water source block right there. So what happens is the piston gets tripped. It pushes a plug block out of the way, and which allows for the water block to flow down. So it's a one-time trip. When it's tripped, it will keep the water flowing out so long as there's a hole. Because the piston is not a sticky piston, so it doesn't pull the block back with it. The second prank I want to do is, if you can see this really tall house here, that top room up there, I want to get a whole heap load of cows and pigs up in there. So in order to get something up that high, I have to build a nice smooth kind of ramp. And here I've already started the ramp, and I'm building it up and moving towards the window. My goal is to basically line this up so I can get in between the windows. I don't want to have to replace the windows. I'm just going to knock these 2 bricks out here, and I'm going to put them back in when I'm finished. Here we are. We're inside. Now this is me pulling up luring the cows up the ramp. They would fall off, and right at the base they would keep falling off. It was very difficult to get more than a few up the ramp at a time. But eventually, and I put a gate here so that I could lock them in and keep them locked in as I was loading more and more into the room. I blocked off the only access with those 2 blocks of obsidian, so there's ladders below that from the room below. I blocked it off with obsidian, so it would be a little difficult to knock down on the ladder. And more cows. This was fun. This was fun. The anticipation of seeing these guys walk in and notice that there's a mooing sound coming from the tower, or and then walk in and see all this livestock up in the top room. How the heck did that happen? So I fixed up the wall, and I then just have to knock down the whole ramp that I built to get up there before anybody logs into the server, and witnesses me doing this, because then it would ruin the prank. So I had to do this while they were offline, of course. We're around the world from each other, so it's pretty easy for me to get on and have the time to do this and then clean up before they get back. And that was it for that one. So let's go down, and I must say that both of the surprises I built worked, and they liked them. They thought they were great. I'm gonna go down. I reset the trap so we could see how it worked. So when you're walking through here, you can just barely see this faint tripwire. So when you walk in, it just pours out water everywhere. So that kind of worked pretty good. The downside to using the good thing to using this method is that the water stays on. The water stays on. If you were to break that tripwire, it would shut off. But as soon as they try to move away, it turns back on again. So that's kind of neat. Now let's go check out the top level of the house. Of course, I put obsidian there. There we are. So he came up here and he was wondering how the heck did I get cows and pigs up here. And of course, the only answer is the simplest answer, of course. I built a ramp, and we all know that. Anyways, guys, it's been fun. I had a blast making these little pranks, and you know, just some ideas for you guys to trick, you know, to leave surprises for your friends as well. See you later. Have a good day.